because they invite me to this interesting project and I start talking at last. So today I will talk about coding because I think that this subject is interesting and many students become more smart and have more logic things from this. So what is coding? Coding, when we're talking about coding, we have to know two important words. It is an algorithm and is the list of instruction and rules that a computer needs to do to complete a task. For example, we have a cake. So an algorithm will be how to do that I can to taste this cake. For example, the first I have to choose what recipe I would like to make, produce. I have this product to my cake or not. If I haven't, I have to go to shop and buy this. If I have all product, I can do all steps what is right in recipe. And on the last would be step that I can taste this cake. So this all steps is mean an algorithm, how I will start and then what I will get when I finish this. This all steps I can write with computer commands, and coding would be telling a computer what I want to do, which involves typing step by step commands for the computer to follow. So what I will do, I can write with computer and get the result what I want to see. So I think it would be, to me, easier to show why this programming important with YouTube channel. So I hope you can hear what we, do you hear this or not?
No.
No.
Can't hear. But at the bottom, at the right, on the right, at the top, there is something written more, and there must be share sound button.
Okay.
But you can find it while sharing.
Yes. Now you hear?
No.
No.
Could you send me the link? I can share.
Okay. I think it will be easier.
On the right bottom, there must be
yes.
more or 3 points. Or send me, I will show it. Okay.
Yes, I sent to message.
Got it.
On Zoom. So here is a good video to explain why programming is very important.
Her bir nokta 23 saniyede yeni bir kullanıcının Wix.com'a gidip web sitesi kurduğunu biliyor muydun? Bu günde 70 kişinin Wix'te site kurması demek.
I was 13 when I first got access to a computer.
My parents bought me a Macintosh in 1984 when I was 8 years old. I was in 6th grade.
I learned to code in college. Freshman year, first semester, intro to computer science.
I wrote a program to play tic-tac-toe.
I think it was pretty humble beginnings. I think the first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?
I first learned how to make a green circle and a red square appear on the screen.
The first time I actually had something come up and say, hello world, and I made a computer do that. It was just astonishing.
Learning how to program didn't start off as wanting to learn all of computer science or trying to master this discipline or anything like that. It just started off because I wanted to do this one simple thing. I wanted to make something that was fun for myself and my sisters. And I wrote this little program and then basically just added a little bit to it. And then when I needed to learn something new, I looked it up either in a book or on the internet and then added a little bit to it.
It's really not unlike kind of playing an instrument or something, or playing a sport. It starts out being very intimidating, but you kind of get the hang of it over time.
Coding is something that can be learned, and I know it can be intimidating. A lot of things are intimidating, but what isn't?
A lot of the coding that people do is actually fairly simple. It's more about the process of breaking down problems than sort of coming up with complicated algorithms as people traditionally think about it.
You don't have to be a genius to know how to code. You need to be determined.
Addition, subtraction, that's about it.
You should probably know your multiplication tables.
You don't have to be a genius to code. Do you have to be a genius to read?
Even if you want to become a race car driver or play baseball, or build a house, all of these things have been turned upside down by software.
What it is computers are everywhere. You want to work in agriculture? Do you want to work in entertainment? Do you want to work in manufacturing? It's just all over.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, information, and none of us know how to read and write code.
When I was in school, I was in this after-school group called the Whiz Kids, and when people found out, they laughed at me and, all these things. And I'm like, man, I don't care. I think it's cool, and, I'm learning a lot, and some of my friends have jobs.
Our policy is literally to hire as many talented engineers as we can find. The whole limit in the system is just that there just aren't enough people who are trained and have these skills today.
To get the very best people, we try to make the office as awesome as possible.
We have a fantastic chef.
Free food,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
free laundry.
Snacks. Even places to play and video games and scooters. There's all these kind of interesting things around the office, places where people can play or relax, or go to think or play music or be creative.
Whether you're trying to make a lot of money or whether you just want to change the world, computer programming is an incredibly empowering skill to learn.
I think if someone had told me that software is really about humanity, that it's really about helping people by using computer technology, it would have changed my outlook a lot earlier.
To be able to actually come up with an idea and then see it in your hands and then be able to press a button and have it be in millions of people's hands, I think we're the first generation in the world that's really ever had that kind of experience.
Just to think that you can start something in your college dorm room and you can have a set of people who haven't built a big company before come together and build something that 1 billion people use as part of their daily lives is just crazy to think about, right? It's humbling and it's amazing.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
It's amazing. I think it's the closest thing we have to a superpower.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.
So I think you understand why programming is very important in our life. So I want to say a few facts about coding and then to go to practical part. So I think that is very strange that the first person who started with science is woman, and her name was Ada Lovelace, and he worked with analytical engine machines, and this was the first step when coding starting, and now we have many different programming languages. You can see how we born and how we become more and more what people using that to meet a product that we can use telephone and other machines. And I want to see that first program that started is Fortran. I would like that you remind this when we thinking about programming. And now people wanted that kids would be the first people who start using these programs and start to create and have a base knowledge what it is, because they are our future, and we can create more interesting, more beautiful, more important things to our life that will become easier and become more interesting. So people who trying invite kids that this subject become your hobby, try to use how to say blocky basic, not comments but blocky basic that become more easier for students. And now you can see many internet links where you can try and use and learn this basic subject of programming. So it's really many, it's just a few what they found. For example, I use Blocky Games, Code.org, Microbyte, Microbit Code, MeCode. This one is and for robot programming, because students want to see result on this moment and trying that what we using would be result at this moment, not to wait for few time, for long time, but to create something that they would be to see what they do now at this moment. Since many programming languages share the same structure, it is easy for students to learn a new programming language once they have already mastered one before. So how I said on first slide, we have algorithm. What the steps that we have to do that we get result. And on this place, we have a program, how we can write that this result we could get. So why these two words is really important. There is 10 reasons why need to teach coding. And you can read, I can read few. For example, coding teaches problem solving and critical analytical thinking skills. I think this is one of the most. Coding develops teamwork, collaborate skills, because one person couldn't to create a big and interesting product. We are working all common, all group people. And coding teaches kids become risk-taking, creative, critical thinking, storytelling, and detailing, problem solving, math processes, because math and IT science is very close each other. And let's start to try to create something. So I want to share with you, no, not it, not it. I want to share with you one link and with you to create one game that you have interesting. What is so please open this link and we will try to create together Labyrinth, a game, and we can play this what we created.
Teacher?
Yes.
Do I need to tap on the start creating or join?
Only create. Only create.
Okay.
We don't need to sign in. Just need to create. All found this button. So I can start?
Just a minute.
Okay. How you see this is blocky programming because you don't use command, use blocky. Do you use this program before?
Yes, teacher, we use
Yes.
it in our school with our.
You created Labyrinth before or not?
Yeah, I played it.
Let me see. Yes, okay. First of all, when we are opening this link website, we have to choose wallpaper. And this wallpaper would be better that would be less colors. Because, for example, this one or this one, because with less colors to help us to check that we don't touch some color.
Where did you click?
On this button.
Okay.
Try this. Try this. And then choose that would be less colors. So we will try to move our cat or other animal to go on this labyrinth where we will create. Are you ready? Yes, when we have wallpaper, now we have to go to push on this place. We have to push this place and then drop, backdrop. Now we have to draw our labyrinth. For example, to choose color, but this color don't use on this wallpaper. Other color you have to use, not what you use on this. For example, red or other, doesn't important, but not from this. You can use, for example, this line and for example, can be like this, like this, but you have to see that your, for example, cat can go and do not touch a line, a little bit bigger space to go around. We can this cat to do smaller, but that he but he can on all the space, but do not touch. So a little a little bigger. For example, like this. How do you success? Tell me when I can to continue.
I've drawn.
However's.
I did my homework.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay, I can continue. So now I have to come back to my on this place, and I have to stay by this if I want, or I can create other who will running on this your labyrinth. For example, I can choose sprite. I can bear to choose. I can butterfly. I can cat, dinosaur, or something cover. For example, dog. I like dog. if this doesn't need, you can push on this place and delete.
Kedi için alacaktık. Ağzına olmadı bizim.
You can push on this place and delete, and you will not have anymore.
Bence şöyle yapacağım.
Do you choose your animal or something else? Sorry for my broken English.
No, you're awesome. Don't worry. Everything's okay.
So now my animal is too big. So I have a little bit to make small. Your size can be changed on this place. So I can choose. Yes.
Where can we find like our animal? Can you show me?
Animal you can find on this place.
Okay.
And this animal size you can choose on this. That your animal would be around a little bit too big. So I have a little bit smaller to create. That he don't touch this line. Because I have problems. So that your animal could run and all place. If you want, you can choose other, for example, surprise. What surprise he can get when he will finish this labyrinth. Because you can program to write that you are amazing, that you done, you can now taste this food. And so size you can to change on this because it's too big to my small dog. Then you will add this animals or surprise what he will get. You need to took your animal where he will start the game. Place where he will start the game, and for example, he will touch a red line. He must come back on this place where he will start. We write program that he will go around, but if he will touch this red line, he come back on this place. So to put on, okay, you will start. So I can to continue or still wait?
I think wait a little, okay?
Okay. So now I can to write program that my animal can to move. So first of all, I have to push control, or I'm sorry, events, and then flag click it. Events, then flag click it. Just like I start my program, something like that. Events, then I flag click it. So that my animals all times to start on this place, I have to go to motion and to find command go to XY. Or how it is saying in English. Go to XY motion, go to XY. This means this place. All time to start from this place. This place you can see on this side. So later I have to make that my from keyboard this house my keyboard I will show forgot my keyboard this direction case so I'm sorry that I can push and my animal can go. So the first I have to use Control F. I have 4 buttons. Is to go up, to go down, to go right, to go left. So I have to use for F. Do you find this? Control F. When you find Control F, you have to use sensing. What button will you push? So touching no. Where is yes. Case space this, and you up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, and left arrow with 4 button. So the first I use to move up. The second I will move down. I will move right, and I will move left. Do you find this? Maybe I'm too fast. So when I choose these buttons, now I have to go to motion menu. And from motion menu, I have to where is go to point position, where I will be look, on which side I will be look. So if I need to put I have this do like this. If I need to move to down, I have to do like this. If I need to move to right, I left this one. And if I need to move to left, I have to do like this. It's all okay? So now I have to move because I only to around to moving is not good. I need to move to forward. So I have to move this. But 10 would be too long. I have to choose a little bit less steps because I can't on this line to stop. So two more is 10. So better to choose about 5. Better to choose about 5. So you now can try your animal moving or not. You can push a flag and then you can move your, I would not moving. Yeah, is moving. My computer a little bit have problems. Your animal moving or not? When you push this.
This is why I teach language.
My computer a little bit have problems.
Indeed, my plate is moving. Not
Moving.
this one. This one is moving, not this one. I don't know why.
Because you wrote program on this plate. When you push on this plate, you have a place for your code. When you push on this dog, you have place program to write to this one.
I put a ball here and put a dog here, but the dog is moving.
Dog is moving, and that's okay.
Trying to catch the ball.
So
the ball will be near the dog. Indeed, my idea.
Okay, now we can try to do that. Then you touch this line, your animal come back to where we start. So we need to use Control F because it's second. If I will do, then I will go. So if and sensing, and you is touching color. Touching color. Find you sensing and touching color. And when you touching color, you have to use this one, and you now can choose this color. What is your line? And when you touch this, you have come back when you started. Motion and go to X, Y. X at, how to say. So, sensing, touching color. When you push on this color, when you push on this button, then you choose your color which you can't touch, and then you come back to your first place where you started. So motion and this command. So now you can push, and now you can see what your animal doing. If he touch this color, he have to come back on this place. I'm okay. It's good because my computer did not listen to me. How to others? Maybe I talking too fast and showing too fast.
Maybe it's better to click the green flag again. We couldn't see it very well.
Because my computer needs to restart. So, okay. So now when our animals moving, need to do that with, for example, prize will say to us, yes, you are winner, you done. So now I have to push on this place, and now I can write program to this prize. So but first I have to use events when flag clicked. Events when flag clicked. And excuse me, I forgot one program command. Excuse me. I forgot forever. So sorry. I forgot forever. Forever means that this.
Don't make yourself try. It's okay. We learned a lot.
Little bit worse.
Oh, no,
it's problem. So forever, and forever means that your program using all time, that your animal moving all time.
Looping.
Yes. On this, right, this. Now is all okay. Yes, I forgot forever. Now it's all okay. So you have from control use forever and add to after go to from this command. And then I hope it's really working. So now I go to my price, and again I have to use control forever because this price all times waiting when he will touch, and when he will touch he will say you are winner. Forever then I have to use if, because I all time waiting when if I will touch, and then sensing, and then touching, sensing and touching. And where you have to choose this name, who is going around. So you sensing, touching, and on this place this name. I can continue. And then I can choose looks, and I can say, and where you can write what sentence will be shown to us when this animal will touch this prize. For example, you are winner. Amazing. And now I will click that that this program will run. And now I can go with my animals and to try that my program is really working. And if I, for example, touch VRI's program, go to use also VRI. Touch colors, go to yes, VI miss. How success to you?
Not very well. I changed my plans. I'll try much easier one. Instead of that, I'll put the woman and 2 or 3 women, and they will move, and then hug. That's better, I think. Instead of labyrinth, they will just go and move. That's okay, I think.
How to others?
When my cat is touching the line, nothing happens.
Nothing. I can show again code. Is events when flag clicked, this one, when needs forever because all time your game is working. When you have if sentence that you if touch, if do, if something.
Okay, I find. Thank you, Ruta.
Okay. And when you from looks, choosing what you will say. So how to others success?
It moves.
Moves.
Okay. But my labyrinth is too complicated, so I made it hard on myself.
Later I can put this code to our WhatsApp and you can try. That is really working. So I hope you like this program to write. Of course, we can write more comments. For example, show to us something horror and then you're trying to catch and he come back to the start and other. It is depend from our imagination, how we think, how he want to create, to do, and how he want to become more and more with bigger skills. So for the end, I want to share one quote. Bill Gates, I think, is very good to our events. Learning to write programs structures your mind and helps you think better. Creates a way of thinking about things that I think is helpful in all domains. And for the last, I want that you will write few words. Would you like this lesson? What you know about coding, I will share with you on message chat. Yes, chat. And so write few words. Do you like coding? Do you try coding? Later with students. And what do you think about coding? It is important to our life, or do you think that other things is more important? So a little bit minds your to our to do summary.
Yes, Rita, I think you are reading the comments, and I want to thank you. Really, that's great workshop. Indeed, it was a kind of presentation, but it has been a great workshop. Really, I even learned. And
I think you need more lessons. It will be more easier.
We need more time, I think.
Yes.
And there is Stella. You know Stella from
Yes.
Greece. Stella is also ICT teacher. Stella, do you want to say something and add something about coding and Scratch?
Hello, everybody. Yes, I just wrote a sentence on Padlet that was shared. I think it was a very nice presentation from Ruta. Ruta is a very sweet person, and she presented the coding as a subject that has fun, and this is very important. We want our students to have fun with, to motivate them, and I'm afraid the truth, it's not like this. I just wrote on Padlet that coding is like a Trojan horse, because there are a lot of maths hidden in it. But for the juniors, for our pupils, could be a fun subject, just like Ruta shown us.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just a beginning, maybe.
Yes, this is a beginning, a motivation for those who want to study informatics and coding.
Yeah.
They will also see the other side of the moon.
Yeah. In future, maybe they will create their own programs and their own games in different platforms, and maybe we will learn from them, huh? We will learn from our students.
We
They
hope
will
so.
tell them to us.
For example, my students very like to code with Minecraft. I can show, so who can to continue, we can to try this and have my homework if you want. Little, I don't know, the face chat. I couldn't see this chat. Sorry. Yes. I will show you. and who will once we can try later. So then on November, if I could remember, always I doing code week, and we try this one is Minecraft, and it is very popular, I think, in all the world. So you can choose for different levels. For example, I can choose this. And there is a few languages, I think, because some of them we have in Lithuanian, some of them we have on English. This one we can choose on this part. Maybe you have your languages. And there are also is the block coding, where you can use comments, and you can read this task, and you can push this comment on this place and to run to see the results. So I need to touch this how it is sheep sheep, and for example, I have to move twice sorry, 2 steps. So then I do 2 steps, I can run. And if all okay, I can to go in second step and to see what I have to do later. For example, I have to touch this tree, so I have to use 3 move forward commands, and when I run, I can do like this. So this is the first I destroy. Sorry, need destroy this tree. So I left this comment. So then I add. I see that is all okay, and I can continue.
That seems much easier, huh?
Yes, it's much easier. So if you feel that your students just starting to teach, learning this subject, you can use, for example, this one. When we become a little bit smarter, you can use other websites where you can teach more things.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Thank you. You really had a long presentation, and you got tired. Sorry for that.
Yes, I know.
But you did really excellent job. Really, I think my students also enjoyed it a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Lithuanian team, and thank you other teams for their contribution and for their participation. Pleotila, do you want to say anything? You didn't talk. Pleotila. She's not there. Okay. Bad timing.
Yes. So, thank you so much that you listen at me, that my lesson like you, and I hope we can continue next time.
Yeah, I hope we can meet in summer.
Yes.
I really cross my fingers for that. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.
Ruta, you are perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Safe and be healthy for summer, okay?
Take care.
I hope so.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See ya.
See ya.
Thank you. Take